Would you like to explain what this is? Because you're far more familiar than I am.
So I guess I'm technically not supposed to tell anybody about it, but
Okay.
I just won't say any.
Then don't say anything about it.
No. I just won't mention the company.
Yeah. I figured you wouldn't.
So it's when you distill whiskey,
Uh-huh.
you put it in a barrel and then you'll eventually water it down so it's not as much of a high alcohol content.
Uh-huh.
But when you pull it straight from the barrel, it's still pretty high alcohol content because most whiskey is coming off the still at 160 proof.
Uh-huh. Okay.
So that's 80% alcohol. This one's 140, so that's 70% alcohol.
70% alcohol. All right.
So it's what's called single barrel cask strength.
Okay.
And some people will pay hundreds of dollars for a bottle of that because it's unique to that single barrel.
Oh, okay.
No other bottle will taste
Quite like this.
that one. Yeah.
All right. So you said to take just like a little...
Just a drop or two, just enough to coat your tongue, and you won't taste a lot. You'll taste a lot of alcohol. So now that you've done that, now you can actually go in for a real sip and actually taste it.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
What do you think of just that little sip?
It was spicy.
Yeah.
It's got like a nice... It's almost cinnamony.
Yeah.
Have
So
you
like
ever done the cinnamon challenge?
I haven't.
Okay, well, it kind of reminded me of that, where you put too much cinnamon on your tongue.
Bourbon is naturally spicy, so that makes sense. You like it?
I do.
It is good. Again, people will pay hundreds of dollars for
I
a barrel
wouldn't.
like that. No. You're also not a whiskey snob.
No, I'm not.
But there you go. That's pretty much a single barrel cask strength.
Oh!
Put some hair on your chest, huh?
Yeah!
More than just that.
I'm going to be talking like this for the rest of the podcast.
And if at the bottom of the bottle, there's probably a lot of pieces of barrel.
Mm-hmm. There appears to be a little bit of barrel in mine. So I
Yeah.
guess I really am tasting the barrel.
You really do be tasting the barrel. Also could just be part of the very cheap Krampus cup.
No, it's like... Oh, wow. Now I'm really feeling it. On the back of my throat.
Spicy?
Yeah. I didn't think this was going to be the first drunk episode of the podcast. But here we are. Welcome back to Big Cat Comedy, a serious podcast.
A very serious podcast. Your eyes have already changed.
I'm Harry James Miller.
And I'm Neil Van Cleet, IBS Warrior.
How are you today, Neil?
I'm doing well.
How's your week been? Or I guess
My month?
Yeah, it's been so long since we've done a regular episode.
It's been good. I've been busy.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, it gets me out of the house. But I really haven't been doing much out of the regular. I saw a lot of movies.
Yeah. Any notable favorites?
I mean, I'd say they were all good. Everybody should go see Everything Everywhere All at Once.
I saw it again the other day.
Yeah.
I cried. I wept.
I think it does good at just showing you all the emotions. It's not going to just make you cry. It's going to do everything for you. And I think it does
It'll
it well.
make you laugh so hard.
Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent is fun. I mean, I'm a Nick Cage fan. I've seen a lot of Nick Cage movies. A fun movie.
Yeah.
And then The Northman, I've seen it twice now. I enjoy it. I enjoy it a lot. I hate that it's getting a lot of support from white supremacists.
I mean, that's what happens when white guys do anything
Yeah.
notable and especially brutal.
Yeah. But I think it is a really good film.
I agree. I think it's a well-made movie.
Yeah.
I really liked the cinematography.
Yes.
I thought that was
It's-
very
I mean,
cool.
I think Robert Eggers is really doing well with that.
I'm also like kind of surprised. There's a lot of talk nowadays of like the movie industry is only Disney movies and Marvel movies, which are just Disney movies. And like sort of the mid-budget movie has kind of gone away, but also like the not unknown, but just like not connected to a previous IP blockbuster has also kind of slowly gone away. Like it feels like the only $100 million, $200 million movies we get now are like Fast and Furious or Jurassic Park or Marvel movies or DC movies. And it was nice that like this movie looks like $100 million.
Yeah.
It looks phenomenal.
I mean, you paid that cast a lot, but they performed really well. And what I was afraid of was that it was just going to be about those celebrities.
Yeah.
So I was like, I mean, like, I like Norse mythology, so I'm going to go watch it. But it wasn't that at all. I think they all just did well.
Yeah, yeah.
None of them were trying to steal the show, especially with Nicole Kidman in there. I was like, oh no, here we go.
You think Nicole Kidman is a little too about herself? Is that what you're trying to say?
She's absolutely.
All right.
She wouldn't have taken that AMC job if not. And she's always sitting front and center at the Oscars.
Well, she's the face of AMC theaters.
That's true. That's true.
She is the movies.
And I think she likes that.
Also, she was front and center of the Oscars this year because she was nominated.
I know, but every year I feel like front and center is Meryl Streep and then Nicole Kidman.
Okay. And Meryl, you know, if you're the most Oscar-nominated woman of all time.
Yeah, you're allowed to be there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, do you want to know what days are today?
I would love to know what days are today.
Or do you want to tell me about your month?
We can do this first, then I can talk for a little bit.
Tell me about your month.
Okay. It's been a little rough mental health wise.
Okay.
I've tried to, you know, do some of the more productive things for my, like, you know, not doom scrolling.
Yeah.
Not sitting in bed for 12 hours just watching YouTube videos I've already seen before.
Not great.
Yeah. And so there has been some of that, and I've tried also to not be too hard on myself. For when those things happen, but like I think I'm ready for summer.
Yeah.
It's been a little gloomy May, which isn't my favorite.
Right.
There's some personal life stuff we've talked about that you know isn't my favorite.
Right.
I'm a little burnt out on YouTube, which is why there hasn't been like I haven't put up a video in weeks. I also feel like I'm okay. Like I don't need to post a video every week. I never made that promise to anybody, and
Right.
I'm not gonna pretend like I ever did. I used to do it back in August of 2020 when there was literally nothing else going on in my life.
Right. Yeah. All your friends were away.
Yep. I was just sitting in my room playing Animal Crossing and making YouTube videos. But I feel like I'm sort of, I feel like I'm sort of, you know, coming back into it. Like by the time this podcast episode is up, I will have a YouTube video out.
Okay.
I'm like almost done with my one on the ultimatum, which like I've been working on for like a month and a half.
Right.
Other stuff has gotten in the way of that, but you know, and then I've got like my next, I want to say 3 videos. I've got like ideas for them, and hopefully they are all out by the end of June.
Okay.
Just so that, you know, after that I can like clean slate and kind of like reset, see what's topical, see what I want to
Set
talk
up for
about.
the summer.
Yeah. Have a good time then.
Yeah.
But I've been like a little just kind of generally bummed out, which isn't my favorite, but I've, you know, it doesn't help the state of the world.
No.
There's
yeah.
another pandemic coming.
That fucking monkeypox.
Yep.
On its way. Another COVID outbreak in New York.
Mm-hmm.
The government just
Not doing anything.
not functioning, and then actively trying to take away
people's rights.
Yeah.
Not a great time
And
to
at
be
the
living.
highest level nobody's like, they're just kind of sitting with their thumbs up their ass.
Yeah, everyone's passing the buck to somebody else.
Yeah, not a great time. People dying, people hurting, you know?
People killing, people dying. Children hurt. Can't you hear them crying?
It's tough
Yeah.
tough time.
But I'm feeling a little bit better, and I think that
Okay.
once I put out this YouTube video and people, that'll be a nice dopamine rush.
Right.
I will be the last person to have put out a video on the ultimatum. So I don't think it's going to do like particularly well views wise.
Maybe not, but
But
who knows?
That's not what I'm about,
Right.
I'm a man of the people. I make the stuff that, and by man of the people I mean I make what I want to watch.
And then the people will watch.
And then some people will watch it. Yeah. Some people will go, "Oh, nice." I yesterday filmed like this little opening skit for it where
Uh-huh.
I was Nick and Vanessa Lachey.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta be incorporating more little skits into my videos. This is my favorite things to film. And then when they come together in the edit, I'm like, wow, I'm like a professional movie maker. It's like just all the jokes are either dumb or like just so like you see them coming a mile away. I won't pretend that I'm like some genius level sketch writer, but I can get my ideas across.
Right.
And it's a funny little setup for a funny little video.
Yeah.
And so I gotta just do more stuff like that, where I just go, this is a thing that's gonna take like a little extra effort because
Uh-huh.
I have to take the tripod out of my room and come to the living room, but I'm always happy with the end product. So
Good.
I gotta be on myself. Go, hey, do more creative, fun things, Harry. Huh? Why don't you?
Right on. Okay, now you want to hear the days?
Now I'd love to hear what day it is. What is the date today? May
23rd.
23rd. Okay. Dang, school's almost out.
School is almost out.
And that means those summer vacation CPMs. So I got to start pumping out the videos.
Yes, you do. So, our food,
Mm-hmm.
National Taffy Day.
Okay.
Do you like taffy?
When my parents were still together,
Yeah.
we would always go on vacation to this place in Northern California. I don't know if Cayucos. Are you familiar?
No.
It's a very small town
Okay.
up in Northern California, and we'd always go there to the beach. And one of the things we would do there was a place that made saltwater taffy, so we would always get the taffy there. So I like that.
I think saltwater taffy is the only taffy.
Yeah.
If you're going to eat taffy, that's the only
Well,
way to go.
is there freshwater taffy?
I mean, there's got to be. I mean, saltwater taffy implies the existence of freshwater taffy.
But maybe they were just, being a little over dramatic. Maybe they're like, it's by the ocean, it's saltwater taffy. That'll
Maybe.
make everyone so happy about it.
Maybe.
I've felt the alcohol. It was sitting here for a minute.
Yeah?
Ooh, it's traveling down to my belly.
Good? Bad?
Good. I mean, I don't think that you poured me.
Very little.
Yeah, for the audio listeners, he put it to me in a shot glass. I'd say the top of the liquid was about a quarter.
Yeah,
Or a third?
If that.
Yeah, it was not very much, and I'm already like, if I hadn't eaten anything today, I would be drunk.
That's that 70% alcohol.
So I'm glad that I ate before I came here, and I'm glad that I don't have anything important to do for the rest of the day.
All right. So, taffy.
Taffy day.
Also, National Lucky Penny Day.
Oh.
So, I hope you find a lucky penny.
So there's Lucky Penny Day, and then April 1st is 1 cent day.
I know.
That's crazy.
The penny gets a lot.
I was gonna say, I'm assuming there's a Copper Day, but that's not all about the penny.
No.
But I wonder if the
And
penny has any
Abe
other
Lincoln
holidays.
Day.
Yeah, but that's about the man, not about the machine.
That's true. That's true.
It's about the vampire hunter.
And then finally, there's World Turtle Day. And I just showed you that video.
You did just show me a video of a turtle getting up to some pesky
Some
business.
hijinks. And it's not really a story. It's just some lions were drinking out of a little pond, and the turtle said, "No, this is my home.
This is where I live.
You can't just drink my home."
No. That's so mean.
So he gets after. I don't think he ever bites the lions, but he's just like,
I wish he would.
I might be a little aggressive.
What's the lion gonna do? Attack a turtle?
He very well could.
Got a hard shell.
I think the lion though would go. You're a turtle. Like, I'm the king of the jungle. I'll piss off, okay?
And I'll smack the shit out of you.
Yeah,
And then I'll just go, all right. Back to drinking water.
But you know a lion's favorite food?
I want to say it's Cocoa Pebbles, but I know that's not right. What is a lion's favorite food? Zebra?
Zebra.
Okay.
Where will a lion get a hold of Cocoa Pebbles?
This grocery store.
So, in Maryland,
No.
I'm not kidding.
All right.
In Maryland, some zebras have escaped.
This is why. Why do people always are bringing animals where they're not supposed to be?
I agree.
They gotta cut it out.
I agree. But there's zebras in Maryland, and they're on the loose.
Oh my god. Okay.
The opening line of this article
Uh-huh.
is fantastic.
Okay.
2 more zebras have been recruited to solve Maryland's runaway zebra problem. So there's loose zebras, and they're hiring more zebras to fix the runaway zebra problem.
Who is hiring the zebras? Which agency is like, all right, guys, you know who we got to get on the task force?
It's an executive headhunter agency
Oh, okay, yeah, gotcha. That
that
makes
specializes in Sahara
Wow.
wildlife.
sense. These zebras are just like species traders. Like they're willing to rat out their own to get ahead.
Kind of like the opposite of a poacher,
Yeah.
which they're really trying to crack down on Africa. They're trying to crack down on the poaching, but also these executive headhunters that keep stealing all the wildlife.
Yeah. Taking it to Maryland.
They're like, come on.
That's not where zebras go, guys.
So the zebras are loose, and I got a video on Twitter here
Okay.
that shows them walking along the train tracks.
Okay. Are these the loose ones, or are
These are the loose ones.
Okay.
So they're kind of hard to see, but
Yeah.
seeing a zebra in an American forest,
Pretty silly.
pretty funny. Definitely don't belong.
Yeah, definitely.
That camouflage
That's not where you're
doesn't
supposed
work.
to go. No. No. I can see you clear as day.
Also, the zebra camouflage is like just meant to be like dazzle camo, where when they're all running together, it just throws off your perception of how many. And you're like, is that one big zebra?
Uh-huh.
And so then lions are like, I can't eat one big, like that's too much
Too much
zebra.
lunch. I'm gonna get a stomach ache if I eat one big zebra.
Which is a great strategy,
Uh-huh.
I must say. So, 3 zebras escaped
Okay.
from a farm in a place called Marlboro, like the cigarettes.
Uh-huh.
And they've been seen roaming around suburban Maryland,
Okay.
but one of them died.
Okay.
They were caught in an illegal snare trap.
Oh.
So maybe there's illegal zebra bounty hunters that are...
How deep does this go?
I don't know. But it was an illegal snare trap.
Okay.
So, like, who else is trying to catch these zebras and catch them illegally?
I don't know. What do you even do with
Because they're roaming around suburban Maryland.
Uh-huh.
So it's not like there should be traps out.
No. No, in
You're-
fact, the opposite.
You're not trying to catch anything in suburban Maryland. So one of them died. So there's still two gone.
Plus, there's the 2 that have been
So there's the
recruited
2
to
that
hunt
also have been
them.
hired. So there's been multiple failed efforts to try and catch these 2 zebras.
What did they do? What did they?
I don't know. They must
Looney
have seen
Tunes?
racing stripes a few too many times.
Uh-huh.
Making some friends with some rascally flies, maybe.
I guess so.
And so the Department of Agriculture and DOE Animal Services
Uh-huh.
agreed that it's best to hire 2 more. I also like that the article makes it very clear that they're hiring
Uh-huh.
these zebras.
These zebras are getting paid. They have pension. They have health
They
care.
went through HR.
They get commuter benefits. What do you do when you've hired the Do you just like ask them? You say, "Hey, where would you want to go? If you could go anywhere,
If
where
you
do
were
want
two
to go?"
zebras,
Wink. And let's face it, you are two zebras.
where would you go, huh? Because who's better to ask about two zebras
Then
than
two zebras. I hope those two zebras don't like each other. The two that get hired,
Oh,
they don't get along. And so one of them goes, "I want to go. I think they go this way." The other one is just like, "Fuck you.
That's-
I think they go this way."
you're not a real zebra.
You don't even know what being a zebra is all about.
I want them to make a buddy cop film about both pairs of zebras
Uh-huh.
and following these ones tracking them down and the two that are runaways, and just like the parallels but also the unparallels.
That's true.
That'd be a great movie.
Yeah. What would you call it? Said zebra double buddy cop movie.
I don't know. I'd have to think on that one.
Okay.
I think possibilities are endless,
Uh-huh.
but
Definitely has something to do with stripes.
maybe stripes. 4 Z's.
ZZZZ top.
Maybe.
There's also definitely like a scene in that movie where the two zebras, the two that are on the lamb,
Yeah.
they get caught for a minute,
Uh-huh.
and they end up in like cartoon robber suits where like when they're in the stripes,
Yeah.
and they've got like the hat on,
Uh-huh.
and they're like, "This why do you even put it? We look the same, silly." There's another scene where they're a referee at a football game.
That's vertical stripes.
I know, so it throws the people off. They go, "What? Vertical stripes up here, horizontal stripes down here? That's called a fashion police." And then you get two fashionista zebras to come in, and they
Oh.
go, "No, this is all wrong." And you just put them in increasing situations
and
where
the
they're
fashionista zebras are wearing leopard print
Oh.
because that's in right now.
Uh-huh. So they're from New Jersey.
Yeah, exactly.
And it just keeps going all the way down of more zebras keep showing up. Because they got to take care of the previous two zebras.
Right. And they just keep bringing zebras in.
And then it becomes Z, 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 Z.
It just becomes.
If you were in a cartoon, would you be a honk shoe or a me snore?
I'd definitely be a honk shoe.
Okay.
Yeah. I'd be a near growl.
I'm glad that a growl.
Yeah. Yeah, I growl as a snore.
Okay.
You?
I think I'm probably a me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you snore
I think
a
I'm
lot?
probably a honk me. I don't know. I'm always asleep. I can never.
Nobody's ever told you that you snore?
No. Not that I care. No one's ever told me. I know that as a child, I used to. Well, first I used to move around a lot in my sleep. So there's one day, my mom wakes up in the middle of the night to this banging in my room. She goes, "It's 2 a.m. What the hell's going on?" She, puts her door to my sister's room. It's not in there.
Nope.
Keeps walking down the hall. Puts her door to my room. It's in there. Opens her door to my room. My bed was in like one side of the room. I had gotten off my bed, gone all the way across my room to my trash can, which is on the other side.
Okay.
But I'm on my side, and I'm just ba 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 kicking the trash can as hard as I can, like
Wow.
I'm running away from something.
Gee whiz.
And that was not an uncommon occurrence.
I must have had a lot of sleeping problems as a kid too, because
Yeah.
my parents said you're getting your tonsils removed at 5 years old.
Wow.
So I did that, and also I would sleepwalk a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So my mom said there was this one time I came out from the bedroom and like it was midnight, way too late for
For a
little
child.
kid.
Yeah.
I was like, I gotta go potty. My mom's like, you know where the bathroom is. Go. So apparently I went to the bathroom, and then I came back out, sat on the couch, and watched television
While you were asleep.
while I was asleep. My mom was like, are you okay? Like, what happened last night? I was like, what are you talking about? I don't remember any of that.
Uh-huh.
She's like, well, you came out and watched TV with us.
Nice.
Yeah, apparently I'd do that. I'd sleepwalk pretty often as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
Thank God I don't do it anymore.
Yeah. You know, I'm very grateful I don't do it anymore either. I used to talk a lot in my sleep too. As far as I know, that's no longer the case. But
I actually talk a lot in my sleep still.
Yeah.
Michaela has a list of things I've said.
oh, I'd love to see it.
You wanna hear-
I'd love
okay.
to hear some highlights.
There's some good stuff in
Okay, I was gonna say, is any of it like revealing personal information, or is it all just like?
I don't think so. Here, I'll say it in my voice so you know.
So and then I hear it as spoken.
One time I said, there's a lot of hamsters in here.
Uh huh. Do you often remember?
No,
Okay.
pretty much never.
Okay. Do you most of the time remember your dreams in general?
No, not really.
Okay.
Only if they're nightmares, which is a pretty shit deal.
Yeah. Okay.
One time I said, it's like a Steve Miller Band song in here.
Mm-hmm. That sounds like something Gex would say.
All right, someone's gotta stop that octopus.
Mm-hmm.
Look at all those grasshoppers coming in. When I'm right, ladies.
That's true. I'll give you that one.
Yeah, I'm from Texas, as you can tell. You little racist. Caleb, did you poop in my bed?
That was one of my favorites. You were distraught.
Barney ate Mickey Mouse?
That sounds like a mnemonic device.
Maybe. I bred a llama, you guys.
Nice.
I want to race in the creamsicle car. It's my favorite one. And then a car noise. Oh, and then one time, apparently I sat up straight, looked at Michaela and said, I'll see you in the morning, right? And she said I was so distraught when saying that. Like, I looked terrified that I wasn't going to see her in the morning. I was like, I'm going to see you in the morning, right?
As I was literally right next to her.
And you did see her in the morning?
I did.
Okay, that's good.
But
I'm glad.
in that moment, I was unsure.
Yeah.
But I don't remember it.
It's kind of tragic.
So, yeah, I say some pretty strange things.
I'll say.
Caleb not pooping in my bed is a big one.
Mm-hmm. I'd be upset if anyone pooped in my bed.
Yeah, not...
That's a nice segue into the Amber Heard Johnny Depp
Yeah,
trial.
exactly. Perfect.
I hate all the discourse around it. I hate how it's turned into like you have to support one side or the other.
Yeah, I hate the following of it, you know? It's too big.
It feels like it's been going on forever. And
It
like
does feel like that.
I obviously I don't want like people who have been abusers to like take as much time as you need to like fully figure out what happened and all that. But I feel like the public interest in it has really extended it into just there's no escaping it.
Right. I also don't understand how it's lasted so long because Amber Heard has bad lawyers and her case is bad. Like she cannot win.
Yeah, but the other question is like how much of it is trying to win the actual legal battle and how much of it is trying to win in the court of public opinion.
Right.
Oh.
I also, my least favorite part about it is I saw a video of people throwing gifts and letters into Johnny Depp's SUV as he passed by.
Mm-hmm. People throwing bras.
Just terrible.
Yeah.
So not appropriate.
My least favorite part of it was the SNL sketch they did as the cold open.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Well, Kyle Mooney was Johnny Depp.
Okay.
Bad casting.
Yeah.
And it was all just like a little too like, this is kind of quirky, isn't it, guys?
Ah, yikes.
Over abuse.
Yeah. Yeah. Not okay.
No.
The whole reaction to it is pretty inappropriate, I feel.
I hate that there are fan cams of a court trial.
Yeah.
Compilations of the most savage moments.
But that's just kind of the country. We just idolize celebrities so much.
Mm-hmm.
I guess we forget they're people. They actually go through things.
Uh-huh.
In fact, they almost go through heightened emotions
Because of their celebrity status.
yeah, because they always have an eye on them.
Mm-hmm.
So
But you think if they always had an eye on them.
court cases be a lot shorter.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd think. But that's just the American justice system.
Yeah.
System at work. What else you got for me?
I got to turn on the camera.
Oh, no timer.
I forgot.
That was a quick 30 minutes though.
Well, my perception of time is all off
Because of the alcohol?
because of the alcohol. Are there anything else you want to talk about today?
No.
No? All right. So I'm running the show.
Yeah. Lead away.
We'll start in the crypto corner.
Okay.
And as is common on this podcast, whenever we talk about crypto, it's to just make fun of it.
Always negative.
Bored Ape Yacht Club, one of the most popular NFT projects,
Yep.
launched a dating app.
Okay.
And they
They're
have
so bored they've resorted to dating.
well, you know, NFTs along with many like online communities, there's not a whole lot of like person to person interaction. I mean,
Right.
like obviously you're talking to people online, but like, you know, you're not seeing people in the physical space a lot. So I understand wanting to like, you know, hey, if you're part of this community and you want to meet somebody,
Mm-hmm.
like this is a specific thing to do that.
Right.
The Bored Ape Yacht Club dating app has been put on hold indefinitely. Why?
Yeah.
Well,
why?
I'll tell you. It is due to a vastly uneven ratio of men to women.
No.
What a shock.
What?
Yeah.
There
There were-
do
there
they
were
say the ratio?
They did not say the ratio.
It's just too embarrassing.
Yeah, people have been saying that there was one woman on it and she was just a man catfishing.
All right, crypto bros, it's time to learn. Everyone's a little bit gay.
Yeah, I mean, the only women I know in the NFT space are Brie Larson, and she's dating somebody, so she's not going to
Yeah.
be on the thing,
Right.
and Paris Hilton.
That's right.
And I don't think she's going to date anybody
Any of
who's a
these
member
guys,
of the
yeah.
Bored Ape Yacht Club. I'll be honest.
I think she has plenty of prospects.
Yeah, she probably thinks a little too highly of herself
Yeah.
to stoop down to the squalor of the regular Bored Apes.
Oh, that ratio's just got to be embarrassingly
Yeah,
lopsided.
I'd say it's probably like, if I was guessing, I'd say it's probably like 50-1.
Okay. I think that's
Mid
fair.
double digits to
Yeah.
1.
Yeah.
Because every time you see like a photo of like all of the NFT people hanging out together, it's just
Men.
dudes.
Yep.
It's terrible. It's terrifying.
It is a little terrifying. I'm glad the dating services failed though.
Yeah, no. I mean, the other thing is like because it's an NFT dating service, you would have had to turn your dates into NFTs, and then you could sell those dates on the marketplace and blah 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 blah.
Makes for a really good
Yeah.
interpersonal connection.
Yeah. The one thing that I want when I'm finding someone to date is someone who thinks of every aspect of human life as a transaction.
Yeah.
And as something that can make
And money is the
money.
only goal. Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's bad. Another big piece of news. You're familiar with the mayor of our fine city, Eric Adams.
Yeah.
He has joined the New York Excelsior, the Overwatch team.
What? How do you do that?
Well, yesterday, the New York Excelsior tweeted, "It's official, announcing at NYC Mayor as an honorary member of the Excelsior. We are thrilled to have you on board in our mission to make NYC the gaming capital of the world."
Okay. They're that desperate? They're doing that poorly?
It hasn't been a good season. They beat one team. It's not going to go well for New York. They're going to be like the best of the bottom, you know? They're not going to make any of the mid-season tournaments.
Not a good place to be.
No. They'll win probably 4 games this year out of 24. Oh wait, no. You play every team twice, so they'll probably win 6 games.
So is it just the Overwatch team that wants to make NYC the gaming capital?
I'm
Or is-
guessing that the Overwatch team is like owned by some larger gaming conglomerate, and
Right.
that larger gaming conglomerate wants to make New York City the gaming capital of the world.
esports are growing, so
Uh-huh.
I mean, it's got to happen somewhere.
But you know where it's growing the most is in Texas. So
Not New York City.
Not in New York City, believe it or not.
It also just doesn't feel like a very New York City thing.
No, like gaming isn't something that I would associate with New York at all.
Right.
People are too busy. Everyone's running around doing stuff.
Right. Yeah, there's other stuff happening.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's already the capital for so many other things. You can't have it all. And so I really just wanted to read the tweet that Eric Adams sent out. "I couldn't mash the send button fast enough. I may not be a gaming expert, but at least I'm not garbage like Hanzo."
Wow.
He's just like me for real.
He's so relatable.
I didn't vote for him. Not in the primary, not in the general.
No, he's not a good look to
No.
hate homeless people.
No.
Just-
Not a good look to do a lot of nepotism.
Yeah.
Not a good look to say that we got to bring swagger back. Not a good look to possibly have the people who reported the Brooklyn shooter deport. Like, you can't deport them.
Yeah.
They're heroes. They did the job that the police department allegedly is supposed to be doing,
That you
but they didn't.
that you agreed to pay more.
Yeah.
And you, Eric Adams, have stationed police at nearly every single subway station to prevent exactly that thing from happening.
And yet-
the people did their job, and
Yeah.
now you're going to just ship them off.
Yeah. That's the one nice thing to come out of that situation is it's a nice reminder, like after 2.5 years now of pandemic, like New York still will always have New York's back.
Right.
New Yorkers will always look out
That's
for
the best
one
thing
another.
about the city, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Is if something bad is happening, somebody on the street is going to help you.
Everybody will come together.
They're going to do something to help.
Yeah.
It might not be what you ask for,
Uh-huh.
but
But they're going to help you out.
they're going to do something.
New Yorkers look out for each other. It's
Yeah.
nice.
It is nice. What else you got?
You can talk about George Bush.
What do you want to talk about?
How he said, quote, "The decision of one man to launch a wholly unjustified and brutal invasion of Iraq. I mean Ukraine. Oh my gosh.
George.
Is he becoming self-aware?
No.
Okay.
He's just becoming senile.
Uh-huh. Well, how old is George Bush?
Like 75, 76?
Is he really that young? He's 75. Damn. How old was he when he was president then? If that was 21 years ago. He was 54. Okay. And he still had all those silly things that he said. I'm very glad that I didn't, like, obviously I grew up under George Bush, but like I was a child.
Yeah.
I was what, 2 years old? I was 1 year old when he was inaugurated. So I don't remember a lot of it.
That's especially boring to a kid.
Yeah. Like George Bush saying, "Now watch this drive." And I just get to watch all the highlights.
Yeah.
I just get to see all the fun, silly things. Him going, 2 Brazilians were killed. How many's a Brazilian? I love that. It's one of my favorite. Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, can't get fooled again. What a brilliant mind Patriot man has.
An artistic mind.
Oh yeah. Have you seen any of his paintings?
I have.
And
They're very mediocre.
yeah. Well, I mean, I wouldn't think creativity when I think of George W.
Or just the Bush family.
Yeah, no. When I think of the sad turtle Jeb, I don't think, he's got.
It is funny that George was the one to become president.
I mean, unlikely. And it happened.
That was also just a weird time in politics.
I feel like we gotta stop saying that because it feels like it's always a weird time.
No, the time we're in right now feels like the wrong time.
Okay.
That one was just like, we're figuring it, like, something big is coming. And indeed it did. So that it just felt like the calm before the storm, even though it wasn't calm, but a lot calmer than it is now.
Yeah. A lot more people getting along.
Yeah.
What happened to that, huh? Why doesn't everyone just be nice with people who are trying to overthrow the government, huh?
Because that's illegal now.
Yeah, they made patriotism illegal. They're injecting our schools with CRT. A lot of teachers have like been talking about how they can't talk about what happened in Buffalo because due to a lot of those anti-CRT laws that have passed, they have to present both sides. So they have to say like, and legally I'm required to tell you, like, the person who shot 10 people, they're just the other side. That's just their different opinion.
Who wrote a racial slur on their assault rifle.
Mm-hmm. Wrote a 100-some-odd page manifesto
of why white people are
being
suppressed.
Replaced. Oh. And he's wrong. I'll say it, since I'm not required to do anything by the government.
I'll
Fuck
agree
that guy.
with you.
Yeah. I also, to shift topics entirely and to get something a lot more lighthearted.
Good.
On Twitter, often in like the trending tab, like, you know, it's generally pretty good for me, where like it'll say like, here's what's happening in the news, or here's like something that's happening in New York, like when the New York City Center closed into the woods. Like I saw a lot of tweets about that, and it was great to hear everyone talk about it. But for like, I want to say 3 or 4 days over this past month, it has been like, did you see that Ariana Grande wore a bra to her brother's wedding? And the first time I was like, was she in jest? Like, that's it. And like, I clicked the photo and like, she looked lovely. She was going to a wedding. She looked dressed up. I was like, okay, now I've seen it. And then the next day, did you see she wore a bra? I was like, it's not a bra.
It's a top.
It had sleeves.
Oh.
And then, like the third day, I was like, okay,
Enough.
what's going on here? Why do I need to know so badly? And the fourth day is where they get you. And I was like, all right, I need to stop going on. I need to stop going on Twitter. I was pissed. I couldn't believe it.
What is this outfit?
Well, I didn't save it, believe it or not, because I was just generally upset about it.
Yeah.
I didn't want to. Ariana Grande, brother, wedding. Oh, well, it's going to spell brother wrong because I have a preset for that. Ariana Grande wore a bra top to her brother's wedding. Where Oh, it didn't have sleeves. But this is what she wore.
Okay.
Pretty
Wealthy person outfit.
yeah, pretty standard. I didn't feel like there was anything too noteworthy about it. She looks lovely, but
Yeah.
I don't think that she's.
How's her brother feel about it?
I don't know.
I'd say if her brother, I'm sure she said, "Hey, brother, this is what I'm planning on wearing."
Probably.
And I'd say if the bride and groom are cool with it, wear it.
Yeah.
It's their day.
Yeah. Don't piss off the people who you're supposed to be celebrating.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like, as long as you're not wearing something egregious.
Yeah. Don't wear white
Uh-huh.
and just like be cool.
Yeah. That's it.
Wedding rules are pretty easy to follow.
Mm-hmm. How do you feel about kids at weddings?
They're good for the flower girl and the ring bearer.
Uh-huh.
And like for the reception, I think it's okay to be there.
Uh-huh.
Like if you're gonna bring kids, fucking watch them. Like I'm not a huge fan,
Okay.
but I understand. Like if you have kids, sometimes it's hard to find a babysitter.
Mm-hmm.
Just at my wedding, I'm gonna have alcohol. Don't
What?
Don't give it to the child.
You're gonna
Yeah,
have
I know.
alcohol at your wedding?
I know it.
I'm probably gonna have some alcohol at your wedding too. I'll be honest.
So yeah, what are your opinions on kids at wedding?
I would ban them at mine.
Yeah.
You know, they're not allowed to come.
Okay.
Shut them out. I remember as a kid being at weddings, they're like a lot of fun for like the first half an hour, because you're like, oh yeah, everybody wants to talk to me. But because you got the first is the hour of like getting to the
Non-drunk,
wedding,
yeah.
and
Oh.
you're like, before you're even there,
Yeah.
that hour you're like, I have to wear this stupid suit. I hate this. Why are we driving somewhere that's so far away?
Uh-huh.
I don't like any of it. And then the first half an hour at the wedding, you're like, fuck yeah, I'm the king of this damn bitch.
And then everybody.
And then
gets
after
drunk.
that, everyone gets drunk and starts talking to each other. You're like, what about me,
happened to me?
guys?
Yeah.
Come on. I'm supposed to be the star of the day.
Don't bring kids to the ceremony.
No.
Maybe
No.
the reception, but definitely not the ceremony. All they're just gonna be bored. They're gonna hate it, and they're gonna ruin it.
Yeah. I'd say the only kids who are allowed to come is
The flower
children-
girl and the ring bearer.
No, not even. I'd say children of the bride and groom. They're allowed to be there.
They can be there. Yeah.
But anybody else? No kids.
Yeah. At the reception, maybe, but
Mm-hmm.
fucking watch your kid.
One of my coworkers is going to a wedding in like a couple weeks, and it's going to be at a barn,
Okay.
and it's supposed to be self air conditioning.
Self air condition. What does that mean?
Means it has doors.
Bring your own AC unit.
I guess so. It's going to be in a barn in the middle of June.
Yeah, that shit's gonna be hot.
That's going to be stuffy.
Wear your linen.
Do not wear wool to that wedding,
Do not.
or you will have bad time.
And drinking alcohol all day.
Oh, they're going to be so warm. They're
Yeah.
they're going to be so warm. But he was telling me, he was like, yeah, I'm glad there's no kids there, because if there were kids and no AC, I would have lost it.
Yeah, are you kidding me? But if you have a barn and you can invite kids, throw them in one of the pens.
Let them wrestle with the piggies. Get them in the mud.
I'd say that's really the only appropriate place where you could have kids at
Is
a
it a
wedding.
barn wedding?
Is in a barn.
That's funny.
Say, here's some hay. Go to town.
Go to town. Have a good.
Careful of boll weevils.
Make sure, or you just give them like the barn tasks. You go, all right. So you got to go to all the chicken coops.
Here's the
You
pitchfork.
gotta kiss all the chickens on the head, and then you take their egg. All right.
But careful of Delilah.
Can you do that
She's
for
a
me?
mean one.
Oh, she's a nasty one.
She hates when her eggs are taken.
But you know, and then the kid comes back. Back.
Yeah.
Ah! Look like they got the chicken pox.
Monkeypox.
No.
Are you
It-
scared of
it's-
monkeypox?
I don't know. I don't. I fear nothing.
I had
Um,
chickenpox as a kid,
Yeah, I never did.
so I guess I could get shingles,
Uh huh.
but that's like old person
Yeah.
thing. Yeah,
I had them when I was 9.
my friend also
The
had
shingles or the chickenpox?
The shingles.
And
Probably the youngest person to have shingles ever. It was awful.
yeah, I don't doubt that.
9. You usually don't get them till you're like 89.
and you can get shingles again. Once you get shingles, like it does mean okay, no
Doesn't
more
mean
shingles.
shit. I mean, apparently COVID's the same way. I remember at the beginning of the pandemic when everyone was like, "Once you've had it, you're good to go.
Yeah,
Why don't we
forget
all
it."
just get it?" And then
boom.
I know people who've had it 4 times. It's ridiculous.
You're just not safe.
I mean, part of it is like they work in a very public-facing job.
Yeah.
So like anyone who works in food service or
Oh, yeah,
just
you're
like
screwed
at a
from the
store, yeah. Unless you're wearing 3 KN95 masks at all times and a hazmat suit,
Yeah.
it's just the government has decided everyone getting COVID is okay,
Yeah.
and it's not.
It's not really.
I'm not cool with it.
No.
Joe Biden, cancel my student debt.
Do
already.
something.
Yeah.
Do fucking anything.
I mean, it'll be. Did you pay attention to any of the primaries that happened this past week?
A little bit, but not a whole lot.
Madison Cawthorn
Out.
ousted. There was one. Let me figure it out. There's one in Pennsylvania. What's his name? I don't remember if Dr. Oz won his primary or not. Automatic recount expected in the Dr. Oz Senate race. Oh, wow. There was a progressive in Pennsylvania. A couple of progressives in Pennsylvania, actually, who won their House elections. John Fetterman is the one I want to talk about.
Okay.
He is, he had a stroke on Friday.
Okay.
And he won his primary. He was born to conservative Republican parents. He was mayor for a little bit. He's a progressive. He's a big dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, like he
Like,
it's so funny to see
me
pictures
big?
of him. Yeah, like you
Yeah,
big.
That is a big guy.
And that's what I'm saying is he's currently lieutenant governor of Pennsylvania.
Okay.
If the Democrats want to win, you just gotta start running some big dudes.
Holy shit.
He's a large lad. And I
Yeah.
say, and he's a progressive Democrat, and I say, fuck yeah. This is his official government photo.
That's pretty fun.
Yeah. But a lot of progressives won, so, people like the idea of the government doing something to help them out, especially
helping
given the last 2 years.
Actually helping the public, serving the public as
Yeah.
it's designed to do.
Who'd have guessed it? Not me. How close? I want to see now how close the margin remains razor thin between Dr. Oz and GOP rival Dave McCormick. All right. Well, we'll have to see. Oh, there's still some ballots that needed to be counted. All right. Yeah, well, it'll be interesting to see who comes out on top there. If
Mm.
it's Dr. Oz, I'll say, all right, get him, John. And if it's not Dr. Oz, I'll say, all right, go on, John. Get him.
You got anything else to talk about?
You know me, I could talk for days. I could talk forever.
I know it. Or should we, or rather, shall we get into our holy moly catching up?
Oh, we could do that. We could absolutely watch. My mom talked to her on Mother's Day because I'm a good person.
Yeah.
She said, I watched the season premiere of Holy Moly. I said, yeah? She said, that sucked. I hated it. I said, what the hell? what are you even talking to me about?
What'd she hate
right
about it?
now? She didn't think it was funny. Wrong. She thought the Muppets were a dumb inclusion. It's fine. I thought the Muppets were going to be doing some sideline reporting, not just...
Yeah, it's not that the Muppets edition was dumb. It's just they're not utilized.
Yeah. The Holy Moly always is like, guys, we got to have a B plot to our show. You don't. You don't need to.
I'm not watching it for that.
No, I'm not watching it for like, what does Steph Curry really have to think about the future of mini golf? I don't give a rat's
They just gotta fill
ass.
up that time
Yeah. So go back to season 1 where you had 3 golfers.
and show
On
the
each hole.
golfers.
Yeah, that's the other thing. They skip at least 2 holes every episode. So why? There's no need.
Stop doing that.
If I ran Holy Moly, it would be Emmy nominated every year. From here till the end of time.
And the Muppets would be asking me to come on.
Yeah. Not the other way around.
Yeah.
Where I'm asking the Muppets to come on.
Yeah, please save our show, Muppets.
Muppets. What are they going to do for season 5? More Muppets? Also, if you're a producer for Holy Moly, and I know they're listening.
Yeah.
You gotta give Jeannie Mai a little more to do. She's great as the sideline reporter. So I'm sure there's a lot that she does.
But you
leave
never
some
show.
of it in the freaking episode. I
Yeah.
feel like she's always getting cut. They're like, all right, we gotta trim out 2 minutes of this. All right, Jeannie, you're gone.
Yeah, I agree.
She always gets the short end of the stick.
Show more Muppets. Jeannie Mike could be doing stuff with the Muppets.
Yeah.
You could have Jeannie Mai and literally any Muppet down there
Put Fozzie down there. Put Gonzo
doing
down
sideline reporting.
there. Put Rizzo the Rat down there. Put
Beaker down there.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Anything.
I don't care. And also, if you're watching, make a full-length Dr. Teeth and the Electric Mayhem album.
But that's more directed to the Muppets.
Yeah, that's what I want, though, more than anything. I love fictional bands, and the fact that there's not a full-length Dr. Teeth and the Electric Mayhem album yet really, really grinds my gears.
I'll tell you this. Every Christmas and every time your birthday comes around, I look for an album cover of Dr. Teeth and the Electric Man. Because I'm like, oh, that'd be so perfect.
Yeah.
To go with all of his
All my
album
vinyl,
covers.
yeah.
Every year I look for it. I go on fucking everything to look for it. Because I'm like, surely somebody's at least made a mock-up.
Yeah.
Surely. Nope. Nobody. And the Dr. Teeth merch, I'm like, okay, well, let me look at other Dr. Teeth merch. It's so bad. It's so bad.
Yeah.
Every single year I look for the album cover for you.
Well, I appreciate that.
Every single year. About 2 or 3 times a year. I'm like, okay, surely. Now.
Surely by now they figured it out. Nope.
There's a lot bigger Muppets fans than even just you.
Yeah.
Surely somebody's done something.
Yeah,
along
I don't own a single Muppet.
Yeah.
There's people who own plethoras. But no.
Nope.
One day, if I ever get in the good graces of the Walt Disney Company, I'm gonna say, all right, can we please do a Dr. Teeth album, please?
I
or
will
at least
produce
make some cool band merch for Dr. Teeth and
something.
the Electric Mayhem.
Something.
Because they always appear on any Muppets thing. They've always got a song.
Yeah.
Whether it's Can You Picture That, or it's one of the other ones. When they do on the Muppets Christmas album, Is That You, Santa Claus? I'm a little upset that they don't have a full song on the Sesame Disco album, but that's Sesame Street, not the Muppets, even though it's technically the same thing. I've been listening to that album a lot recently.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the song Sing,
Yeah.
the Sing song.
Yeah.
I sang that song when I sang songs in high school. I sang that song, so I have an emotional connection to that one.
Okay.
And a fun disco version of that, great.
In this house, we've been listening to Disco Frog a lot.
Disco Frog, so good.
It's a great song.
Have you listened to Kermit singing It's Not Easy Being Green on that album?
I think so.
It's my favorite version of It's Not Easy Being Green. Like, not even close. It's so good. There's just like little bit of a horn section. It doesn't overstay its welcome. Doesn't come out too aggressive. But also just like you feel it. And I love that.
Good.
Have you listened to any of Kendrick Lamar's new album recently?
I started it and I haven't finished it yet. Every time I
Alright.
take Calvin out, I'm like, okay, I gotta grab my headphones, and then I always walk out without my headphones.
Without your headphones, all right. So then I won't talk about it too much then.
Okay, good.
But I
Maybe-
enjoyed it.
Next episode, we'll definitely be able to talk about it.
All right.
All right.
We better be. And next episode will come out the following week,
Yes.
pending disaster.
Yeah. But it should.
Yeah. We should be back on schedule now.
Sorry for the wait, everybody.
I know.
We'll get back to our next week. We'll also do the chicken.
Okay.
Begin that.
Yeah. So if you haven't given your rankings for the chicken tournament,
Do that.
the link's in the description.
All right. Should we go watch Holy Moly?
Let's go watch Holy Moly.